What's popping? This is Andy from the group with myself, Andy Lussier, and Mike Pruyn. Today I am gonna show you our chat server that we made. All right, so right now I have the chat server and I have two clients. So what we can do is start up. Oops. Okay, so now we have both clients connected, as we can see in our main server that both were connected on different ports. Okay, so we can just test out all of our functions. So on both of them, I'm going to join a room. So this one, I'm going to join a room called room under my name, Andy, and then we'll just act like Mike is joining the other room. So we should be in the same room. So if we call /who on both, it should come up with both of our names, which it does. So another thing we can check is just the amount of rooms. So obviously we only made one room called room, so there's only one room. But if I wanted to make another room like room 2, now if I do /rooms on both, it'll come up with both of the rooms. Just to get the help function out, we do have our entire help function, which has all the given commands written in plain text, and this is straight from the syllabus. Another thing we can try is literally just leave, and leave is just going to say goodbye and disconnect the client. So we'll rejoin, and now if we do /who on Mike's side, it'll only come up as Mike because Mike's the only one in the room. Alright, so another thing we can try is how messaging works, both direct messaging and just room messaging. So if I join one room as myself and I put Mike into another room and I just broadcast a message, obviously Mike's not going to get that message since we're not in the same room. However, if I join a different room, if I join Mike's room, room 2, and we'll just go on Mike's and we'll say, hello world. As you can see, it shows up for him, just confirming that he sent the message, and it sends his own message to me because we're in the same room. Another thing we can try is just direct messaging. So if I do /Andy, I'm like, I'll just say hey. It comes up to me that Mike sent me a direct message with the string hey. Alrighty, so another thing that we can check out is how scripting works with this. So I have two files, test basic and test invalid. And our client.py, if you give it a command such as python3 client.py and then you give it a file, it'll run all the commands in the file. So if we run this, runs help, puts me in a room, I send a message to the room, puts Mike in the room, puts Garrett in a different room, and so when I do /who, it responds with who's in my room, so just me and Mike. The rooms are room 1 and room 2 as we said. I send a DM to myself, and after I leave, it says goodbye and doesn't run any other commands after that. So another thing we can check is that our invalid commands, just to make sure that none of them will work. Okay, so if we run it, alright, so after we run it, as you can see, all these came up with their own error messages, and we did program this in just to let users know what the correct syntax is. As I said, this one does work just because we don't parse anything after the first 2 arguments, and we don't call an error on that. Same thing for this, same thing for all of these, and we can even see that doing /leave, since it's not capitalized, the command wasn't recognized. Alright, so the last thing that we can test out is our /pyramid function. So if I just join a room, and I do, so we'll just test that it doesn't work if you don't give it a command first. So we'll just do /pyramid, it says invalid command. But so if we do /pyramid and then we just give it a word such as hello, as you can see, it kind of makes this like pyramid structure out of the word. So the reason that we chose to do this as our creative part was just because we do these pyramids out of words and emojis in our group chat that we use often. So we just thought, if we were to use this chat client as our group chat, then it would be very helpful to have this kind of command, just because we do use it so often, and this does do it much more efficiently than we could.